how do weeds become resistant to herbicides that are supposed to knock them dead? Well, at the most basic level, it happens in two ways, known as target site resistance and non-target site resistance. Each herbicide works by disrupting a particular something in the plant. That particular something can be thought of as the target site.
Let me just give you a simple example. A herbicide comes in and it binds to an enzyme.
Each chemical mode of action, group A, B, C, etc., pretty much corresponds to a different target site.
Imagine that that's the enzyme, and that enzyme is there to do work. And what happens is a herbicide comes in and binds to it, and that enzyme is inhibited. That's what happens when you spray a herbicide out of a sprayer. Billions of molecules come in and lock into the enzyme. What happens with evolution is you get a mutation, and let's say the mutation changes that to that, and now the herbicide can't bind. That is target site-based resistance. It is that simple.
But what if the plant has something else up its sleeve, or sheath, as the case may be?
Non-target site resistance, that's anything that prevents the herbicide getting to this enzyme. It could not, for example, it could fail to enter through the leaf. It could fail to get through the various membranes. It could be degraded by enzymes, other enzymes that lock it up. It's anything that stops the herbicide getting here. Any of those possible mechanisms are called non-target site-based resistance because they're unrelated to the target site. If the herbicide cannot get to that target site, the target site becomes irrelevant. That's what we call non-target site resistance.
Of course, that's just at the most basic level. Scientists are busy building a detailed understanding of how specific resistance mechanisms really work.
The pathways to resistance vary from plant to plant, and they vary from molecule to molecule, okay, in terms of a chemical solution. So I think if we're going to progress this, as I've said before, we have to have that level of scientific rigour to try and pull that apart.
The holy grail of this, the ultimate, is to derive rapid tests, and we'll only do that by understanding the mechanism. We're getting there. That is, being able to come up with quick DNA-based tests. We're not there yet because it's complex. Resistance is complex, but we're definitely getting there, and that's another reason to do the science. Only through the science will you understand it. Only through the science will you develop solutions.